Today we are going to talk about sustainable aviation and introduce to a company that wants to take you to the North Pole and that too in an airship. So, does it sounds really great? Of course, that is really good to hear. Expeditions to the North Pole by luxury airship will be launched within the next 3 years. So guys, before knowing in detail about this great info, let us know some weird things about North Pole. So, is it really possible that you can visit North Pole and spend time there as a tourist? Though inaccessible for most of the year, it is possible to travel to North Pole in June and July when the ice is thinner, or in April if traveling via helicopter. All North Pole voyages start and end in Helsinki, Finland, from where you will fly by charter plane in northwest Russia to board your ship. Although planes have been flying across the Arctic for more than 50 years, it was only in 1998 that airlines began to use the transpolar airways we use today. Similar to the highways in the sky, these are the set routes airplanes follow between points tied to altitudes and geographical coordinates. So, sustainable fuels, which are jet fuels created from waste products and sustainable feedstocks that have potential to reduce emissions by 80%. The big question is, from what it is made from? What is sustainable aviation fuel made from? It can be produced from a variety of sustainable resources, also known as feedstocks. This includes forestry and agricultural waste, used cooking oil, carbon captured from the air, and green hydrogen. Sustainable aviation fuel gives an impressive reduction of up to 80% in carbon emissions over the life cycle of the fuel compared to the traditional jet fuel. It replaces depending on the sustainable feedstock used, production method, and the supply chain to the airport. Now, coming to the updates, Ocean Sky Cruise is planning to launch expeditions to the North Pole. Weekly departures from Longyearbyen Svalbard will run from May through October, with services expected to begin in 2024 or 2025. The lucky passengers will be treated to once-in-a-lifetime experience. The 329-foot long airship is more like a luxury hotel containing lounges, panoramic windows, and just 8 luxury cabins to create an intimate and personalized adventure. This trip comes with a hefty price tag, however. A cabin for 2 people costs around $2,110,000. Let's find out more info. The Ocean Sky Cruise luxury airship will carry up to 16 passengers on luxury expedition to the North Pole. The 2-night North Pole expedition departs from Norwegian archipelago of Svalbard, with the round trip to the North Pole taking approximately 38 hours. The airship does not require an airport runway to take off or land, so passengers can be easily be dropped off in some of the most remote locations in the world. Now, knowing about the tour schedule, day 1 at 6 pm there will be departure from Longyearbyen Svalbard, the northernmost city on the planet. At 8 pm there will be cocktails and dinner. In day 2, at 9 am landing at North Pole, briefing by expedition leaders before spending the day exploring. Lunch will be served at the North Pole. At 3 pm, departure of the return flight to Svalbard. At 8 pm, there will be dinner. Finally, at day 3, at 6 pm, there will be landing in Svalbard. The expeditions will start and end in Longyearbyen. The floating hotel features luxurious lounges and plenty of panoramic windows. Traveling low and slow, it provides the perfect opportunity to admire wildlife and incredible scenery below. Those traveling earlier in summer will experience the so-called midnight sun with 24-hour daylight. While if traveling in the latter part of the season, passengers may be lucky enough to see the northern lights. So what is included in this $2,10,000 price tag? The price covers return transfers to and fro from Airship in Svalbard, 2 nights on board, including all food and drink, a bilingual nature guide, and all activities, and when at North Pole. There will be 7 crew members on board made up of pilots, flight attendants, a chef, and an expedition leader. The Airship is built as a floating luxury hotel, allowing passengers to experience the North Pole in absolute luxury. So, what is the future of the sustainable aviation? The Ocean Sky Cruise Airship uses helium to keep afloat, aided by the aerodynamic lift created by the shape of its hull. 4 propellers ensure the airship moves forward. Taking advantage of the strong northern hemisphere winds to increase its efficiency and speed, the airship has a much lower fuel consumption than other aircrafts. In turn, it emits much less CO2 into the atmosphere. This is traveling without leaving a footprint. Traveling by airship may not yet be the mainstream, but it certainly presents some exciting opportunities for the future of sustainable aviation. Bye.